Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Daughter of Increase. My name is Denise for those of you who are new to the channel or who just happened to stumble across this video. And as you can tell, as I said in the previous sort of short video and in my previous haul, my voice is still a little bit shot. Right now it's pretty good because I haven't done a lot of talking, but I still wanted to get a video up for you guys, so I figured I'd do a quick haul of my beautiful Kobo Libra Colour that I got for my birthday. It's basically a colored e-ink e-reader, so basically think of a Kindle Paperwhite but in color. Pretty much what it is. It is gorgeous. I did an unboxing, so what I'm going to do right now is insert the clip of the unboxing and we'll come back to this video. Alright, we are back and I'm going to basically walk through my Kobo Libra Colour with you all. I did get the white edition because that's just how I felt. And I apologize about my nails. I took off my press-ons and my nails need to have some time to air out. So I'm probably going to let them air out for about a week. But yeah, this is my Kobo Libra Colour. I have so many screensavers, it's ridiculous. But this is the current one that is displaying. And if I turn it on and... let me just open up a book really quick for you all so I can have the brightness all the way up. There we go. But if I turn it back off, I have various types of screensavers on here. So We just love the screensavers, right? Yes. And here's a scripture, of course, Deuteronomy 13:6. But yeah, so this is the one. I got the white one because why not? We love whites. I did get the clear case from Kobo itself, and then the stickers on the back look like this. I think I showed it in that unboxing video of me setting it up. But of course, a unicorn because I love those. We have Nezuko because we love Nezuko. If you don't know, I love anime, so yeah, I have Nezuko here. I have Tanjiro and Nezuko, sister and brother. I have this Daniel 3 and 18, and if not, he is still good. This one over here, which says made to worship, Psalm, what is that? 95:1. I have the cast of Attack on Titan. Obviously Naruto. We have Gojo because we love him. And unfortunately, one of my characters is hiding behind this pop socket, but this is an actual pop socket in white with florals. But these are the characters from Jujutsu Kaisen. And then no season is ever wasted. And then this one, I think it says do all things in love. And then fear not, for I have redeemed you. Basically Isaiah 43:1. So we have that. And then I put this dust plug in silver with a bow on it. So we love the way this is looking. It is absolutely stunning. Okay, so this, normally you can get the Kobo Stylus too. However, I did end up getting a different stylus. The stylus that I got was from Amazon. I paid less than 30 bucks. There is another one that I want to get, but they don't come in white, and so I did have to get a white one. This is one off of Amazon. You can grab if you want to get it because their stylus only comes in black and it's $70. Was not doing that. So I got this white one and it works just as well. It doesn't have the eraser tip, but this bottom button you use to highlight, this top button you use to erase, and then obviously the pen. I did drop mine, so it did crack a little. I'm gonna try to order another one, but it does come with more tips here and the USB charger, but I have so many USB chargers I don't need to use it. And so let's turn on my Kobo, and here it is at 100% brightness. If you do want to turn it down, here's what it looks like. So it does have the whole natural light where you can do like the yellow lighting, which is great because you guys know I do suffer from migraine. So I can put it on auto and it will change over time. You can set a bedtime. I'll set mine for maybe 10:30. So based on your bedtime, it'll basically start to auto to the natural lighting. But we'll turn that off for now. Turn that down. And brightness is set for 100. All right, so we're at 100%, and this is what basically my home screen is looking like right now. Obviously, I done set it up and everything like that. So you have your clock here, your toolbar here, as well as your main menu here. So you have home, my books, my notebooks, discover more, and nickel menu. I will go through all of these in detail. So starting with the top, and I'm going to use the stylus that I also shared with you guys when I turn it on. Just by pressing that button, it is on. You click this, obviously your brightness and stuff, your natural light, your bedtime, you can set that. Here we have the Wi-Fi settings. My Wi-Fi actually needs to be reconnected. So, let's see. Oh, I'm not doing all of it. I gotta put the password back in. We'll connect it later. Oh, I think it'll connect. You have your battery level here, 96%, stylus battery okay, which I love that it tracks what my stylus is. You have your notifications, your sync setting, so if you want to sync up your things you can, and then your search bar where you can just search whatever you need to search. At the top you have your 4 most recent reads, and so as you can see, I do have a lot of circular books here because I am going through a bunch of books. I'll get through my current TBR in a few, but I'm currently reading A Tempest of Tea, which is a YA fantasy. The Familiar, which I believe is an adult fantasy. I need to finish this One Piece manga, and then I'm reading this Cells at Work manga. I've watched this anime, loved it, and then I started watching this a little bit so you guys can see. You have your my books. Yes, I have 675 books. Don't judge me, I have way more than that, but that's what's on here. This is one of my collections. It's a current reads. You have borrow ebooks from your public library and read as much as you want with a Kobo Plus subscription, which I do not own right now. I'm probably going to try to check it out. We'll see. Let me see if I can zoom in so I can relax. Hold on. All right, guys. I'm hoping this is better because I'm going to try to sit down for a bit. But yeah, so we have that. So what I like about the Kobo versus the Kindle is you can do library books on your Kindle. You just use Libby app and then send your books to your Kindle. However, with Kobo, you can do it directly on here. The only thing is with Libby, you can have multiple library cards. With the Overdrive app on here, which is also known as Libby, you can only have one. So I think I attached my New York Public Library card to this. But we have this. So this is the home. we'll go to Overdrive. Oh, it still needs to connect to my Wi-Fi. So let me reconnect it to my Wi-Fi really quick, and then I will come back. All right, guys, got my Wi-Fi connected the way I needed to. But if you click on Browse ebooks, you can do it this way. So basically the Discover option. So we'll go back to the home. That's the home. So My Books, literally, you can go through your books. So I'm just gonna scroll through. It's a lot of manga here because I definitely recently just put a whole lot of manga and some classics. But I love the button options, like they're so useful. You can just use your finger as well to scroll. You can swipe up, which I like. So we have that, and you can filter it. So if you filter, you can do ebooks, unread, a lot of unread, currently reading books, purchased, Overdrive, Google Drive, imported, and downloaded. You can also sort them in different ways. So by recent, date added, title, author, series, file size, file type. You can do it by author, and I like this because it puts your authors in their, alphabetical order. So you can do by first name, last name, recent, number of books. So if I do number of books, who has the most? Unknown author, which I don't know why, but then Melanie Seller has 20 books. This author here is a manga author, so he has 17. Brandon Sanderson has 15. Bradley Bolo, 12. Nia authors. So you can do that like that, but I just do not last name. I'll do first name. You can have your series as well, which I do have them organized by series. You can have recent, series titles, or number of books. So right now I have it by series title. I can do number of books if need be. Obviously, this series by Bradley B. Bolio is going to be on top, but I like to have it by series title. And then collections. I like to organize my books in collections. And so I have book club books. So these are basically books I'll be reading for book clubs. Current reads, I'm doing 9 books currently. So obviously you've seen these 3 on top. I'm currently reading Saga. It's a compendium. Basically, I think it's a bunch of volumes, like volume 1 to like 9 or something like that. Gentle and Lowly and The Bait of Satan, I am reading physical copies of, but I do have them on here as well. I have a poetry book called Her, Neverland, which is a manga, and Dr. Stone, which is a manga. This and that from the library. So that's that. Then we have TBR books, Christian books, classics, comic mangas, contemporaries, fantasies, historical, light novels, middle grade books, nonfiction poetry, romance books, thriller, mystery, young adult. Then I have my Black authors, my book journal, favorites, and then PLC. Book journal is basically a PDF, or not a PDF, a picture image that I basically loaded on here through Google Drive of the current book. So my June bookshelf looks like this, and this is just one because I do have another one that needs to be added to this. But these are my Christian books that I'm going to be reading, and then some romances, thrillers, and fantasies and stuff like that. So that's just that. So that's that. Going on to my notebooks, I have a notebook set up. It's a reading folder here, and I have a page tracker, a monthly faves, and a TBR. So a page tracker, I literally just have this. I have not used it as a page tracker as of yet. Okay, we are on the 7th right now. I've read every day, but I don't know how many pages. So if I could try to figure that out, I'll put that in. But if not, I'll probably just insert the books that I read. And what is going on? Oops, let's do it. Here we go. And to write, you just click on one of these pens. You have so many types of pens. So I'm going to pick a big one. I'm going to use pink. And we're going to use brush, and you tap and then you just write. So if I wanted to delete, I can hold this back button and just go across and it deletes. So go back. I have my monthly fave section, which I'll write down the month here and then write down my favorites here. Same thing with my TBR. I don't need this actually because I already have that other sheet. So that's my notebook section. Discover is where you can do your books. So you can get ebooks from their store. You can do audiobooks directly from here, or you can do Kobo Plus. I don't own it. I'm going to try it out one day. And then Overdrive is basically the library, and you can do all types of different reads here. And you can literally just borrow directly from here. So I'm just scrolling through, as you can see. So if you go to more, you have your wish list, your Dropbox, Google Drive. Dropbox and Google Drive is connected. Your articles, activity, beta feature, settings, and help. So moving to nickel menu. This is how I basically modded up my e-reader. I can do the screensaver toggle, so I can have my wallpapers, or I can have the books. I can have Wi-Fi on or off, sleep, shut down, reboot, USB connection, all that great stuff. But yeah, let me set this down for a second. Let me go back actually. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go run and grab the pizza because we are having pizza in my house tonight. So now I can just run through everything a little slower. So my wish list, you click on it and you have your little wish list here. Right now I just have Hair Love by Matthew A. Cherry. I want to get this for my daughter, of course, but it'll show you your wish list. Dropbox, I don't have Dropbox connected. I do have my Google Drive connected. And so these are the things inside of my Google Drive. Oh, I do have it in here. I just didn't download it. So here is the other little image. I just don't like that some, okay, there we go. Sometimes it is a little slow. Cool. So when you open this up, you'll get the image that I made. I made it on Canva. And these are my book club books. So I have to read these for various book clubs that I'm in. I actually already read this and I'm currently in the middle of another one. So I have already read Legendborn. Legendborn was a great one. And I'm currently reading Love is Patient by Faith. I can't pronounce her name, but it is so good so far. Oh, I don't like how that looks. Let's delete that. And check that a little better. Why I look like that? Oh, sorry. Whatever. It's probably because I use the wrong, I use the wrong side. But yeah, I have to read Pray as well for another book club. And then these are just like thrillers and stuff I need to read. So that's done. Let's go back. Let's go back. Then you have my articles. So basically they use the Pocket app, and basically through the Pocket app I just save articles. So these are just some articles I eventually want to get my hands on to read. Activity, it will go through your reading stats in words. So your My Words is pretty much similar to the vocabulary builder on Kindle. I just prefer this one better because you can choose to add the words. For some reason with Kindle, even if you accidentally like hold a button and it pops up the dictionary, it adds it to your words and you got to go and delete. And so with this, I do prefer this. So these are just some of the words that I've decided to look up. You have your reading stats, I guess for the current book that I'm reading. So I'm 15% in, almost 78% done with the current chapter. 3 hours of reading, 4 minutes per session, 1.3 pages per minute. And then, yeah, it goes through all of your items. So books finished, total hours of reading, and your percent of your books that are finished. I barely am reading lately, so, you know, yeah. Going back to more. I don't know why I did that. You have your beta features. And so with that, you have your web browser, so you can browse on here. You can do large print if you want. A sketchpad. Your My Word vocabulary is an option, so I turned that on and then try something fun. I think that's like a sandbox thing where you can play games, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't have any on mine, so yeah. Then you go into your settings. I did put on developer mode, and so I do have that option. I believe it's in device. Yeah, yes, developer options, and this is where I can go in and change certain things. So I can change the coloring of the CFA mode, basically of the colors, and the waveform mode. And so I have done that to make the colors a little bit more vibrant. I'll try to link a video where this guy did it and he showed each different mode, and so I picked the one that I thought was best. So, and then you have help. Nickel menu, like I said, is a screensaver toggle. So if I turn this off, it will show my book. So it says cover art mode. So when I cut the book off, that's what I have open. Hold on. Let me just open up. Let's go to my books. Let's go to current reads. And say if I open up The Bait of Satan. I don't know what just happened, but my thing. Yeah, so like if I close it, it'll show the cover of the book. We have that. So I'm going to go back to collection, go to nickel menu, and when I put screensaver toggle, it'll show my wallpaper. So now when I close it, it shows my various wallpapers. Love that option. The rest of them I have not really explored too often. Screen invert toggle, Wi-Fi on and off is clear, turn it off. Sleep mode, shut down, reboot, USB connection. Sketchpad, I'm not really sure what that is. Play-Doh, I've heard about, but I don't know too much about it. And there's other things you can add through nickel menu. I will show you. What I did add on mine is a clock. because there was no clock, and I added the clock on mine. So now when I read my books, there is a clock that pops up here. It says 8:31. The only thing I don't like is that it refreshes every time it changes. So at 8:32 it's going to like go black and refresh. I don't like that, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to change that. But other than that, we are loving this. And I guess with this I could show you guys how the highlighting and stuff goes with the pen. So making sure we're still in focus. We're on chapter 5 of the Bait of Satan, which is so good, how spiritual vagabonds are born. And so the Lord forbid that I should do this thing to my master, the Lord's anointed, to stretch out my hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord. So David restrained his servants with these words and did not allow them to rise against Saul. 1 Samuel 24:6-7. So if I want to highlight, I will, first of all, that's wrong. two ways you can highlight. You can hold down your finger and go across to highlight, and then obviously pick your color. If I want to delete that, like I said, I hold the back button and remove it. If I want to just use the button on here, you hold that first button down and highlight. Boom. If I want to highlight this word here, forbid, and change that color to green, maybe we'll do anointed. I want to change that to maybe pink since it's popped up multiple times. There we go. And then I'm going to highlight restrained in yellow, just showing you guys how the highlights look. And if you do want to look up a word, what you do is you hold it and the dictionary should pop up. What's going on? Dictionary will pop up. You can add on other dictionaries. I don't have any other dictionaries right now, but these are the, you have the option to add it to your word search. For writing, you click, and I'll use purple, and I'll use a thick line. And if I want, I can just draw a little heart. I can say circle that. Ooh. Wow. And if I want, like I said, I can change that color. So let's do pink. Let's underline master. Do orange. And let's squiggle under here. And so you really can do a lot on here, which I love, that you have the capability to annotate. I'm a big annotator, you guys know. And then you can just delete. I'm literally just going over and deleting everything. Like I said, I kind of broke my pen when I dropped it, and so it is chipped, and so I'm probably gonna have to order another one. All right, guys, so I definitely forgot to show you one extra tidbit to this entire Kobo. This is the current screensaver. This is Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. I told you guys I'm an anime lover, but yeah. So when you open up your book, you have the option of changing the settings. I'm gonna have to use my hands and try to do this accordingly. So you hold on it, and up here you have your options. So you have your pen options. See, I can't even see. Okay. You have your pen options, your pen sizes, and your colors. You have your lock mode, because you can auto rotate, portrait, landscape. You can keep it however you want. So if I have it like this and I want to read in my left hand, let's close that out. Okay. I can just literally flip it, and it'll be left-handed, and then these buttons just change. That's to go forward, that's to go backwards. So I do have it just locked in portrait mode, but if you want to put it into landscape, oh, see, I don't know what I just did. Go back to page 159, skip the middle, click that button, and put it on auto rotate. So now if I hold it this way, it'll turn this way, it'll turn that way, it'll turn this way. But I don't like that, so we're just gonna lock it back where it needs to be on portrait. This is your brightness and stuff. However, when you're reading, I also forgot to show that if you want to change the brightness, instead of going up there, you literally just hold the side of your screen and oh wait you literally hold the side of your screen and you scroll down, and you scroll down some more. So that's all the way down, and then you can scroll up, and you can see the brightness at the top. So that I like. And then fonts. So you have this option for fonts. I like this because you can add custom fonts, and so I do have a custom font right now. It's called Linux Biolinum. I don't know. I have my supplemental font for Caviar Dream. You can do font size, line spacing, justification, and margins. There is this. So I have some custom fonts listed at the bottom. So these are all the custom fonts that I've added on here. And for example, if I wanted to do honeymoon, I would click that and the text would change to honeymoon. But we're not going to change my font. We're going to put it back to what it was. But this is just to show you can really just have fun with this and really change up how you have your book. So let's put this back to what I had it as. Linear, there we go. And I have the margin space this way, that way if I decide to write, I can write in the margins. That's just how I'm thinking. Also, another thing that I like is that they have insights for each book. So as you're reading, you have this chapter, so it says 0%. Read 42 minutes ago. Next chapter, 52 seconds to read this book. And then you can just look through, like, how much you read of the book. So it says I have 8.8 hours to go. Honestly, I read this book sparingly when I decide to. But yeah, those were just some of the features I definitely forgot to show you. And then you have your settings option here, where you can change your header. So you can have pages left in chapter, percent of chapter, time remaining in chapter, and then percent of book read, pages left in the book, or whatever the case may be. You can show your progress bar, which is on or off. The progress bar is basically, I don't think it shows here, that little black line. That black line is a progress bar, which I actually need to turn that off because honestly, I hate it. It bothers me, so I'm going to turn it off. There's no progress bar now. Going back to settings. And sorry guys, the fan is on, but this was literally a last minute thing because I forgot to add it. You can change how your buttons are, so you can invert or default. You can do refresh on every chapter, every 5 pages, 10 pages, whatever you want. Reading orientation can be portrait. You can show Adobe EPUB page numbers, dark mode, rainbow effect. You can reduce it. And then you can also show how your controls pop up. Pinch to zoom, which you can do. I don't really like to do it, but you literally can pinch to zoom to increase your font. I don't like it. Yikes. No, see, I hate that. No, I don't like it at all. So I don't even know how to put my font back the way I had it. Whatever, we'll fix this back. But I don't even know. I have to look at the video to see how my font was looking, but whatever. We have that. What else is in the settings option? Yeah, and then you can do swiping only or tapping. I did swiping only because if you're writing with your stylus and you tap the page with your hand, because it doesn't have palm rejection, it will change the page. So I do swiping only. And yeah, you can turn off that swipe to left to go up and down, to turn off the brightness if you want to. But that is it for that. So yeah, back to the video. But yeah, I love the Kobo. I just need to do a lot more reading, obviously. But we love it. It's amazing. I am enjoying the process of reading. And let me just add this to my book journal collection. Cool. Save. It's just a little bit more easier to add books on here. I use Calibrate to add my books on here and on my Kindle Paperwhite. But I really do enjoy this so much. It is absolutely amazing. One of the best things I think I've gotten. I've had a white Nook before, so I'm not really locked into a particular ecosystem when it comes to e-readers. I have a Kindle right now. I've had it for maybe 2 years now. And moving to the Kobo is amazing. And I love that it comes in white because that's how I had my Nook. I had it in white. Kindle does not have a white e-reader anymore right now. And so I know Kindle is supposed to be coming out with their own color e-ink e-reader for next year. I've heard that it's supposed to be the size of the Scribe, which is like the size of a paper. I don't want something that big. This is really easy to transport with, and I do keep mine inside of this little pouch. Okay, so basically I turn it off. I make sure my pop socket is closed, and I literally just slide it here and then I slide the pen. The pen shuts off by itself after a certain time. I slide the pen in here, and there we go. I make sure this one is down. If you guys don't know, this is my Kindle Paperwhite. Like I said, I'm reading Love is Patient, A Christian Romance by Faith Arsenault. You guys can see that. Try to get this to focus. There we go. But this is the current Christian novel I'm reading, and it's so freaking good. I am absolutely enjoying it. But yeah, we just slide that here, and let me zoom out. Yeah, and so we have that. I have an alcohol wipe just to clean my screen. I am going to get screen protectors for both of these, and then I can stick like the wire if I'm going away somewhere. But I keep the pen here, and I can zip it up if need be. There we go. My e-readers are in here safe and sound, and I can stick whatever I need. But I really do love my Kobo e-reader. It is amazing. It is phenomenal. It's honestly, to me, better than the Paperwhite. Some people can complain about the dimness of it. Some people complain about other aspects, but I personally enjoy it. But that is it for this video, and I guess if you made it to the end, post up the emoji you see on the screen, because I'm not sure what it's going to be. And hopefully by next Wednesday I'll be back to regular videos, because my voice should be better by then. Should be. And that is it. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.